Hey guys, we are in Crowley, Louisiana. Today I'm sitting next to our good friend Ted Carmichael. He's an entrepreneur and a businessman who is very influential in the crusade that many of you heard about earlier this spring right here in Crowley. We had multitudes of people make decisions for Christ, and he was very instrumental in helping that crusade come to fruition. Tonight we went out to dinner, and he shared some real unique stories of some personal friends and family members and how God changed their life and what's going on. We asked him if he would just to get on video and share a little bit about his experience from our crusade earlier this spring.
Well, I'm still excited about the crusade. It was just a wonderful experience. We used an arena. It was actually a livestock arena. It was the largest building we had in town, and it was filled to capacity. And a lot of personal friends of mine accepted Christ, and I'm getting old. I've never heard of, we had 3 70-year-old people that are personal friends of mine that actually accepted Christ and really changed their lives. And we had the fire chief in town who's retired, accepted Jesus. His brother had been talking to him for years about Christ. And it's changed his life. We still have a prayer group going, and these same guys that accepted Jesus come to the prayer group every week. My daughter-in-law accepted Christ. It's just changed her life. We've had 3 other family members that were affected that accepted Jesus Christ. And it's a lasting thing. This isn't just something that comes and goes. It stays with you. The town has changed. You see it, and people still, when they see you on the street, talk about the change that we had in our community. And it's because Jesus entered the life of people that had never heard about him before. So the crusade was a true success for us. And but it was a life-changing experience for so many people. It's a genuine thing. We need more crusades. More cities need to open up for Christ and allow our young people to hear the gospel of Jesus Christ, because it's a life-changing experience. You must be born again. And if they don't hear it, they don't know it. That's right. And nobody presents Jesus plainer than Jay and this team. They were professional. They came into town. They did exactly what they said would. They organized the churches. We had, I think, 42 churches that signed on in our community and the little communities around us. So it was an effort that it wasn't easy to put together. We're not telling you it's easy, but the outcome is so wonderful because people hear about Jesus Christ and they accept him. And
that's great stuff. Well, I don't know who says that crusade evangelism doesn't work, but tonight as we went out to dinner and Ted was sharing about some of the things that had happened with people that he knew. And these weren't people that just made decisions. These were people that came forward, accepted Christ, that are still living for God to this day. And I said, Ted, if you don't mind, it'd be great. There's a lot of people that like to stay in touch with what we're doing and where we're going. People would like to hear about genuine transformation in the lives of people. So it's great having Ted here today just to share with you guys and let you hear from somebody that's been in the crusade, that was instrumental in the crusade, that helped put it together, and what God did through it.
It really isn't that difficult. Actually, Eugene and the team and Jay, they have guidelines that they give the group of people that in the community to work off of. And we followed their guidelines, and it worked. I mean, we reached the community for Christ, and not only our community, we have about 4 small communities around Crawley, and we had a large turnouts from those communities, and those churches are representing. But people that I talked to pastors that said, you know, I've been talking to this, witnessing to this member for years, and I could never get a commitment from him. And he walked down that aisle and accepted Christ. And that same guy the other day was in my prayer breakfast. And he would have never darkened the door of a prayer breakfast before. This is a tough guy, but he's a tough guy for Christ now. And that's the difference in what we can do in our communities if we get involved with Jesus Christ. crusades are real and they do work.
Well, that's exciting, and gosh, great to hear from Ted today. And Ted's living proof, really, that where the rubber meets the road is with lay people. I mean, he's a businessman. He's not a pastor. He's not on staff in a ministry. He obviously does a lot of ministry, but it's lay people that get behind the effort, that are willing to work, that are willing to pray, that are willing to plug people together to get them unified. So it's great having you, Ted. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and all you've done for the ministry.
Thank you, Jay, and Eugene. I appreciate you guys. Y'all really have a ministry for Christ. You're changing the world. And that's what we have to do one at a time.
Amen.